Hello everybody, welcome to another video. This is going to be a Summoner's Glory Advanced Guide. We're going to talk about early progression, what sort of mistakes to avoid, what to keep an eye out for. We're going to talk about the activities, the quests, how to gear the champions, what are like mainly the best champions to start with. We're going to talk about gear, we're going to talk mainly about everything in the game. But before we move over to all the good stuff, guys, if you do decide to start playing the game, when you create your character, you have the option to enter a promo code, which will give you a free booster pack to get an epic champion, to get books to summon legendary champions, and gold and other resources. Make sure you enter code Skratch on the promo code and join the European server so we're actually able to play together. And the name of the clan is Tao Clan. Once you reach level 20, feel free to accept. We will have to start a second clan soon because we're getting a pretty much at the maximum capacity with this one, but do send me a friend request. My name in-game is Skratch. Add me up. Let's have fun together. So let's have a quick look at the interface. Up here we have the temporary gift, which is a thing that you can buy or not buy. Is up to you. It does guarantee you 6 legendary champions from here. Then we have 12 epic books, which again, most likely you'll be getting a lot of them. Then we have the bonuses right here, guys. It's kind of like do things to get rewarded, so they're not really like the daily login rewards or necessarily the quests. I guess you could call them some sort of quests here. We have the login bonus. You log in, you're getting free stuff. You have the growth. Again, you have to reach certain levels to get the things here. You have the newbie gifts. You have the tea room. You get free energy every day at these specific times. You have the king of patience. You gotta beat 100 levels in the Demon Tower to get these 5 epic books. You have the King's Treasury. I'm still missing one word here to actually finish it. We have Merlin's Lessons. Again, some sort of mini quests to actually get rewards. Path to Perfection, Evolve, etc. We have the lottery here. The more books you use, the more rewards you're getting. We have the King's Challenge. Again, these are like quests here. It requires for you to do specific things. The Big Spender. The more you spend, the more you get rewarded. So Ankaris, she's one of the most OP champions in the game, a very strong champion. I just got her yesterday. She's already leveled up, ready to rumble. She's such a beast of a champion. Then we have Public Warrant. You just gotta kill and kill and kill monsters. We have the daily sharing. You can definitely do this daily. Share it to friends, share it on WhatsApp, on Discord, whatever you want from wherever you're playing. And you're getting 100 gems just for that. That's an invitation reward, invitation code for people actually joining the game. And here is where you put codes for all sort of events, giveaways, etc. Then we have the check-in. This is more of a daily check-in rewards here, guys. We are getting some goodies up here, but the main thing you're looking for here is the 90 fragments to summon Jester. Jester being one of the top champion in the game. Extremely good. You get 90 fragments, you can summon him. So if you're not able to actually summon him from books, you're able to get him from here for free just by logging in. Then we have the black market. Here is the place where you can actually buy gear. Now there are a lot of sets good. It depends by the champions. I'm gonna walk you through the champions and gear in a bit, but usually you do want to keep an eye on this here. You can refresh it with gems and you can just buy gear from here. So that's crit rate on 2 pieces, speed as well on 4 items. So that's a buy for me. I am looking for all sort of pieces here. Refresh it. You find something better, go for it and buy it as long as you have the required gold to do it. We have the trophy here. So this, it will be required to be used for quests and stuff. Refresh with gems. You see anything that you like, go for it. You don't see anything that you like, update again and try your luck. Well, actually, let's see. Do I find anything that I like here? Nothing here. Is a very good way of getting energy pots. So usually the chances of getting weapons and stuff are lower, but you're getting energy. So 50 gems to buy one. If you're going at the shop to buy one is 75. So we already did a good business here. We saved 15 gems. Now we have the shop right here. These are things that you can buy with gems daily. Some you can buy more than once per day. This right here is once a day. 1 gem for a gold book. We have the blacksmith. You can buy all sort of materials for the blacksmith. Here You have the glory medals. So the gold glory medals, you get them from quests, you get them from all sort of activities, while the silver ones, they only come from arena. So by collecting them, you're able to purchase all these sort of things in here. You can buy energy once a day, you can buy an epic summoning book, you can buy a legendary gear for your champions, etc. Gifts, these are in-game purchases for whoever wants to make them. They do have pretty good deals. We have the rebate cards, things that they go in for 30 years, guys. So these packs right here, for this price, they go on for 30 years. You'll be receiving daily the equivalent of a sacred shard, epic summoning book. You can buy phantoms, so these are more like food. This pretty much you do it by dismantling champions, etc. So I haven't honestly bought any from here because it's pretty easy to get S tier champion, A tier champion. So I think this is kind of a waste to do it. You can buy skins and diamonds. Then we have the novice activity. Again, some sort of daily login rewards here. The more things you tick on all these challenges, you'll be able to get more gems from here. And you're getting epic books from signing in every day. Then we have the summons right here. That's the place where you're gonna summon epic books. Summon them only with friends. Increase chances. Your friends will be receiving gold summoning books. So is a thing you gotta do with friends. Higher chances to summon legendary champions. So right here we have the gold summoning book. I'm gonna show you another thing quick. So once you open 300 of them, how you can see here, you're gonna receive one of these crystals. You go at the store here at Phantoms and you can actually purchase some of the strongest champions in the game with crystals. The more gold summons you do, the more crystals you get, and you're able to get some of the strongest champions in the game just by doing that. And yeah, it does sound like quite a bit, but trust me, just by playing the game, you're getting so many gold books that you'll be reaching that without having to worry about it. Then we have the guide right here. These are like daily quests that you want to do. You don't have to complete every single one of them to reach the highest here. How you guys can see, I have received a lot of them, but not completed a lot of them. Then here is where it shows all sorts of things for your character, your phantoms, enhancement, and resources. Honestly, I don't really use this part of it. I mainly focus on going either on activity. So right here we have the Elemental Lord. Here you grind for the evolution materials, all the resources you need for that. We have the Rune, the Demon Fortress. Here is where you grind for gear for your actual phantoms, your champions, rather than your main character. We have the Phantom Abode, or however you say that word. It's more of a kind of campaign things. You can grind for gear here as well, but the best it can be is a rare gear. We have the Demon Tower. The higher you get, the better the rewards. King's Warrant. Every single one of them, it kind of tells you what you're gonna get. We have a gold dungeon where you just get gold. You can go and look for books, stones for the gear and stuff. So a lot of stuff to do here, a lot of activities. You have the adventures. I haven't really done many of them. Here is like you can grind for XP boosters sort of thingies right here. I'm not using them that much at the moment. I don't think the gold mine is worth it that much, so probably I would not focus on it too much at the moment. And here we have the arena, guys. Real arena will be coming in soon. Let's try to do a fight in arena, see how it is, see if we're getting clapped. Right now we're number 21 on our server, I would assume. All the people we're starting to see here, they're pretty strong. So let's give it a go on this team right here. They already have a bit of more power. We can actually check what formation they have. So they're all on higher level. Let's give it a go. See if we can actually clap them. And you guys can have an idea how the arena looks like. I left it on auto. I think we should be more than fine from here on. Hopefully. Right, so we killed them, one of their champions there. From here on, it can still get pretty dangerous. We killed their main character. So right now is a 5v3 fight. We stunned one of them. So here as well is about a game of speed. You do want to have speed on your champions. How you guys can see, I got the first turn because I'm faster than they are. So that's the reason why I attack first. The main character you would want to have the faster, it would be Jester. Boost the turn meter a bit, and like that you'll be able to jump in front of them. But because I do have most of the champions faster, I don't really have to worry so much about it. How you guys can see, the animations are super fast. I'm loving it. I don't have to stay here and click for 1,000 years. The characters are moving super fast, which is great again, because it doesn't take you such a long time to actually get through in a fight here. It's pretty straightforward. And there we go, we got our victory and we got rewarded with the medal. Here is where you'll be finding all your quests, everything that you gotta do every day. You have options to pick different daily quests. The more you level up, the more daily quests will appear as well. But here is your story, your main quest. So you can reach them by clicking on the quests right here. You have the story quests, bonus quests, the option to do it, not to do it, the raid quests. Literally, it's just cleansing the world around, so you won't be able to do it on every single map. They need to be enemies on there. It's something that I'm not doing really often because the rewards, they seem a bit underwhelming, so I'm not really focusing on that. I should be able to actually just throw them randomly when I'm not paying attention to the game, doing something else, like leave it on auto and let it do the job, get some sort of loot. Then you have the warrants, guys. You don't see them right here. I will be talking about them in a second. You have the daily quests. Some of them, they give you pretty good loot. How I said, the higher you level up, the more options you'll be having to actually get these quests. But let's go quickly to warrants. So we can go just here. That's where you'll be fighting the warrants, just here. It's something that gives you a lot of XP daily. It gives you energy. It gives you quite a bit of stuff to actually work on for the game. New quest today. Let's click on warrant. So I completed quite a few of them. Once you get one, you click on accepted. And right here, your quest, your daily quest, it changes. It appears this one. You are able to scroll them up and down like this if you want. You click on it and it's honestly gonna do the thing alone. Just if you do have to talk with a different character in the game, you will have to actually click quite a few times to actually get to the part where you actually go to collect what you need. But that's about warrants, super important to do them. And daily quests, how I said, you're leveling up, you'll be getting more from different characters on the map. Then we have the main menu where you want to look. Magic Cannon is something that I just unlocked right now, so are like enhancements, sort of spells. If you have played Clash of Clans, you have spells in there. It's kind of similar with that. Now, I'm not gonna cover that too much because I literally just unlocked it and I'm not so confident in talking about it, but we're gonna give it a go here. What you're gonna have to do is do every single one of them, and then you're gonna have them all unlocked in a way. But before you have them unlocked like this, you still have to actually practice them. So the more victories you get with them, before you do have to actually get them from somewhere to be able to use them, to get the victories, to get points, to actually evolve them. If that makes sense. How I said, I don't want to get into Magic Cannon too much because I've just got it. I still have to learn quite a few things. I don't want to misinform you there. You have the leaderboards if you're curious to look around who's the most powerful, etc. in the game. The guild, super important. You have bonuses from here. You can get gems, guild bonus. You can actually buy these things. They're not really worth it at the moment. They can only be bought by the leader and the deputy. So I'm not sure if it's for the guild XP or it works for your own characters, but it's only a 5%. So I think it's pretty much of a waste. Gift of fragments, you can actually give fragments. How you guys can see, I just received a fragment here from a Netborn killer. Awesome. Everybody's looking for fragments. You can help your clanmates to actually get fragments. We have the quests, personal quests, skill quests. I cannot stress it enough, guys. If you do want to have access to the clan boss, you do want to be able to summon the clan boss more often, do personal guild quests. They're super important. Not many people seem to actually jump on them and make them, but do your personal quests, as many as you can a day, as much as time as you have. We're getting XP here, plus you're getting the guild coins. The guild coins are used in the store. Right here, you can buy legendary champions with them, so it's for your own interest to actually do it. How you guys can see, we have Lord of Shadow, Secret Dancer. We have a lot of strong champions here to buy as well. Then events, that's where you have the clan boss, so keep an eye for that. It's gonna open at specific hours of the day. Once it's dead, you're not gonna be able to attack it. We have the chat right here, the friends list. Here is where you receive daily energy from your friends. You can give them energy. That's your friend list. Add friends. If you started the game, add me in game, guys. My name is simple as this, just Skratch. How you can see on the top of my character as well. Bring it on. Next, what do we have? We have the Blacksmith. Here is where you're building, leveling up, re-rolling, smelting gear for your main character. Now, would you want to upgrade a lot of gear? Probably not. Like, I used to level it up to level 3, but only once I started getting like rare gear. Right now, how you guys can see, I'm smelting everything that's not legendary. I am using this specific set right now. Every single set offers you a different ability, so you gotta go and read through every single set what it does. Don't really stress about boosting. The maximum star amount we can get on gear is 5 stars. So probably once you start getting legendary, 2-3 stars, you should start leveling them up a bit. But don't go crazy on them up to 16 because it's super resource consuming, so you won't be able to do them properly. Then we're going back here. That's where you melt down gear. So whatever you want to melt down, etc., is going to give you the currency you need to upgrade gear. So you do need to farm quite a bit of gear for it to work. Here you can do quests with the Blacksmith Apprentice to actually earn that currency every day. Sacrifice champions, transfer XP between champions, Evo exchange, that's going to come soon. So if you evolve the champion to tier 6, 7 and you want to move it to a different one, you can do that without actually wasting any resources. Then we have crafting. If you have a lot of stones like this, you can craft different ones. That's used for the blacksmith as well. You can craft your materials as well, like, pretty much like potions in Raid Shadow Legends. It works the same way. If you have fragments for maps, right now I can craft this map and then do it later on. And we got a map. Lovely. Then after the crafting, we have the character right here. It shows you the stats, etc. Skins, if you want to use them. Extents. I'm not really sure what's here. I guess it just tells you a bit about the stat, how they work. We have the career, guys. Again, these are like achievements. The more things you do, the more things you receive. Grimoire right here is where all the stories come together. So one thing you gotta keep in mind, you do look at these parts here. I know they don't look so interesting, but do click on the book here, favorites, right behind my back. You can see it on the screen, because you will be able to receive all these goodies once you fill up the page with the right champions. I only discovered it a few days ago. I haven't really clicked on it before because it didn't really caught my eye to say like this. You have the mastery test. Again, here it gives you more stats on your champions. The more things you fill up in here, the more stats you're going to be able to rank. That's how you rank your star on the main character. Like right now, for example, I have 3 stars. You guys can see once I'm upgrading that, I'll be having more stars. I'm not sure exactly how many, but we're getting there. Then we have the formation right here, guys. When you want to level up champions, when you want to use some, you have option for two formations. This is my spell, how I said, my enhancement. I'll add that one here too. This is the squad, so when you do co-op to actually run a campaign, run hard bosses, grind for gear together with friends. That's how we've been leveling up. We had a strong dungeon. We weren't able to actually beat it to be the final boss, but we kept on grinding that one, so we're getting stronger gear for our main character, and that helped a lot. Eventually, we've been able to beat it. Pretty much all of us at the same level, so I haven't been carried in the game, guys. I've actually played the game. I really do enjoy the game. So that's the formation right there. Right now, I don't really want to level up this specific champion, so I'm gonna take Jester out from here. He's on pretty good level. I'm gonna take her out from here, and I'm gonna bring in Merlin. Let's put him here, and then I will bring her in as well, and I'm gonna show you another thing. So talking about the battle assistant, here is where you use your energy. You want to farm a lot of element lord, guys. For the evolution is required a lot. You need a lot of resources to be able to do one, and this is going to be your main thing, how you level up your phantoms. Okay, so there we go. Bang, we leveled up my main character, and we got the rank to fire spirit. We got the essence. So these right here are super important, the essence and the spirits for the evolution. That's why you want to farm mainly this. You don't really want to waste a lot of energy on phantom ebony. Only early on a little bit to get a few pieces of gear for your champions, but that's about it. You want to focus the elemental lord, or of course depends on how much energy you have. There we claimed it again. This was a different one, so how you guys can see, we're getting lots and lots of XP. If would be to use only one champion in my formation, that champion will get all this XP. So like that, you can make a super boost on leveling up your champion. Quick, bang, 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 throw him in here on all the runs, leave him alone only with your main character. He'll be getting all the experience. That's what I've been told, at least. I haven't tried it myself, but I would assume it should be the same like in Raid or other games like that. We leveled up another level on our main. And that's what I'm mainly farming. Honestly, I'm at the point where I think this is the best we can find. If we want to farm more, just click on how many runs you want to do. Is a maximum of 40, I think, or 80 actually. A maximum of 80. And you click on it, is starting. Now, moving over to the next part, we have the enhancements. How I've told you, that's where you level them up. I'm not very familiar with them yet. I tried them, all of them, but I guess you gotta obtain them from either from the trove. You can buy them, I think, a random one with like a couple of dollars, and some of them, they're pretty strong. They give you a bit of advantage there. Now talking about phantoms, guys. There are a lot of good phantoms in the game. Dark and light, probably they are some of the strongest because they have no weaknesses towards the other elements. But should you just get rid of all your SSs because you're not gonna use it? Honestly, no. When you're making food, I think you should be reading carefully the description of skills and think about it. Will you have any sort of use for that? I will be making in the near future a guide on what champions you should use as food and what champions you shouldn't use as food, talking about the SS tiers. Use all the S tiers, use all the A tiers. It doesn't really matter. The S tiers, they have a 10% chance to upgrade the skill of a SS. So SS is a legendary champion, S is an epic, A is a rare champion. They all have a difference of 20% in stats. That's the main difference on them. Now, another thing that I've just discovered like yesterday, I think, if you go to evolution on your champion and you go to amity. So amity, apparently, it gives you, I think, a boost of 20% of your stats on the champion once you finish it. The way you do it, either you gift stuff to your character, like right here, you can buy a sword for her and you gift her, and let's just see what's happening. So we gift her a sword and we got half of the heart here up. We're on 110. Then every day you can chat with your champion for like 10 questions. You can even either split them between champions, either go on the same champion. And like that, you're gonna level up the amity on your champion. It takes around 30 days to get it max, and then you're getting bonus stats from it as well. Some of the champions, they have skins. That's the evolution right here. How I've told you, these things are super important to make the evolution. When you're evolving, start with Ace, make them to 1, make them to rank 2, etc. Evolution is not that hard, so it's pretty straightforward, honestly. But the main thing we want to talk about is the champion. Now, how you know how you want to build a champion, what sort of stats you should give the champion, what gear you should look to put on that champion. So, for example, let's read the skill description. Attacks one enemy and deals 100% magic damage. So, magic damage is M attack. Physical attack is P attack, for example, okay? Some of the champions, they either do magic attack, either physical attack, either HP base. So right here, we want to stack on him a lot of magical attack, okay? So how you guys can see, we have fairly decent amount of attack here. Then, for example, on Lord of Shadows, right here, it is magical attack on his A1, but his A2 is the most important skill on him, and it's 33% of the user's max HP, so you want to stack on him as much HP as possible. Runes, I do like to use this a lot because it does give me some crit rate. These are HP runes. Again, don't go ham on them, don't level them up more than level 6, I would say. It's pretty hard to level them up as well. You do require to grind a lot of other ones to invest, to throw in there. The way you boost them is by literally feeding other ones to it. Like right now, you see, I gotta put quite a few to get him up to 1 level. So until you don't start getting constantly epic legendaries, don't really waste your resources on doing this these levels up, because it's not really worth it. Now, deciding of the champions you should use, honestly, ask around. Depends by the pool, what sort of luck you had with the champions you got and things like that. That's where you do your activity, guys. Do your daily demon tower. Element Lord, how I've told you, use that battle assistant to help you out. Farm for runes right here. That's where you'll be getting better runes. So higher chances to get rare runes. I cannot beat this level just yet, but the higher you get, the better runes you get. Same like here, they're different sort of runes. Each stage has different ones, for example. That's a bit more hard to beat than this one, for example. So I guess you gotta beat this one, get some better runes, move over to the next one, level up your champions as well in the meantime. And then we have the squad option, the co-op. Here is the place where you're getting help. If you're struggling with any dungeon, if you're struggling with any boss that you're not able to beat alone, of course, not everything in the game is doable in a co-op, but for example, we're farming for gear, we're going to co-op, seeking Tomb, that's where we are right now. I haven't unlocked the rest at the bottom here, just the first two. This gives me the best gear. Create squad, invite friends. So I have my two buddies here with me. We have Sparrow, he already jumped in, and we're gonna invite Carp and Octem in here as well. Some of them, they're higher level, is fine. Yesterday, we've been grinding it together like crazy. We were all low level, we couldn't beat the final boss actually, but we were still doing it because there are 4 bosses and every boss drops you gear. So when you're starting right here, you have the normal version. I'm able to be there alone. You have the hard mode. Hard mode drops legendary gear as well, so you definitely want to do that. And it takes 20 energy from every single player, so you gotta make sure everyone has energy. It's not like only one pays it and that's about it. Click on Oro and enjoy it. You don't have to actually stay and do nothing. Time to time, mobs like this will stop you on the map and ask for a beating, but it's fine. You'll beat them quick, move over to the next part and start fighting the boss. So how you guys can see, we have 9 champions in here. I think we got a bit of lag here, I'm not sure what happened, but yeah, we got 9 champions. For whoever played Destiny, for example, think about raids in Destiny. That's how this sort of future actually feels like a raid. You're getting your bodies in and you're getting ready to destroy the final boss in the game. It's kind of like that, honestly. Grind for gear, get that sweet loot, different rolls on the gear, so you might have to do this 1,000 times to actually get what you want. And it's all about synergizing the champions you're using, synergizing the team, bringing in all the requirements you need, like bringing in, for example, healers, bringing in tanks, bringing in only damage dealers. Depends by the boss you're fighting. And then talking about your main characters. So those are the ones in the middle right here. How you guys can see, we will be able to put on them different sort of gear, different sort of weapons. Now, some sets of the gear, they give you specific bonus sets. Like some of them will heal your team when you get hit by a critical hit. Some of them will just heal and cleanse your team. Some of them will place HP burn and stun on the enemies. You do have to synergize them pretty good. So these bosses right here are pretty hard once we get to them, especially the last boss. I think everyone who got to it struggled with it. Poseidon, he deals a lot of damage, and the main thing, he heals for so much that you can go on and on and on, and he will just kill your team while he's still gonna be on like 50% plus HP. How I said, on normal mode I can beat all this dungeon alone, but on hard mode I do want to grind for legendary gear, so I do have to bring in the big guns, bring in the boys to help out. So here is the first boss. You can skip that, we don't really need to see all that animation. Once we beat this one, we're gonna get gear. Once we beat the last boss, we're gonna get a bit of extra gear, but as long as you're able to beat some of the bosses, I would still probably suggest you grind some gear here rather than on normal mode. Bring in a couple of bodies. You might be able to do it on low levels. We've actually done it yesterday with some bodies that they were much lower level than the bodies I'm doing it today with, and we're beating it without a problem. Just because we synergized the team so good, we had a lot of healing, a lot of cleansing, a lot of shields, but it's fairly easy to make it. So we're heading over to the final boss. How you guys can see, we already got some gear from the other ones. So here is Poseidon, one of the most OP bosses at the level we are right now. He heals for a lot. We do require to have a fairly good synergy in order to beat the boss here. Now, one thing about the buffs on the champions, I haven't really paid attention before, but just now looking at them, I'm not sure what to tell you exactly. Like, at some point, you will be seeing we have double attack boost damage on our champions, like right now. Now, I'm not sure if that actually stacks or it doesn't. Is a thing that I gotta find out for myself and let you know later on at some point. But I'm curious about it if they actually stack. The heals, they definitely stack, but I'm curious about the attack, shields, stuff like that, if it actually stack on your champions, like stack multiple of them, or only one is actually taken in consideration and one of them is just there extra because it's not replacing the other one. So I gotta find out about that. I'm not 100% sure. But like right now, we leveled up quite a bit since yesterday, all of us, so seems like we're kind of clapping the boss now. And we're getting that sweet, precious loot afterwards. So we're getting it, and we're gonna jump straight to the Blacksmith after and talk a bit about the gear we're getting, how to level up the gear, how much is worth it to level up the gear early on, etc. We gotta cover a bit of that as well, because I strongly suggest you not to waste all your resources into leveling up the gear early on. Once you start getting epic gear, that's when you should start considering in slowly leveling them up to a higher level. There we go. Seems like I'm about to lose my secret dancer. But I think one of the champions is gonna come to rescue here and destroy the boss. There we go. Ah, she didn't do her secret move there. Okay, so we did lose my secret dancer. I mean, we lost her, sorry. Jester. Boosting the damage, a bit the turn meter. Getting that heal. And let's see. We only need a couple of hits. And then the boss is done. If we have one Merlin coming in with his A2, we probably get down the boss. There we go. Completed. We're getting the XP, guys. And we're getting the loot. As you guys can see, that's the loot we got. So, you'll be finding all your loot just here. So, let's not talk with the blacksmith just yet. We have the backpack right here, guys, okay? So, you're finding all sorts of chests. This one is actually from farming with the battle assistant, how I showed you before. This one gives you fragments for champions. Again, is from the battle assistant. But this is where all the gear went. So, we got an epic one. Let's see. I'm only keeping legendary gear at the moment, because I'm grinding for that. Is no point in keeping the rest. No legendary in there either. You do have to grind it quite a bit though. Is normal like in any other game. I will be covering more and more advanced things in the game, guys. Let me know what you think about the game. Don't forget to use promo code Skratch when you create your character. Appreciate you all guys watching, and I'll see you all soon on another video. Till then, peace out.